Building in Beauty, and welcome to my first Christmas video of the season. I am so excited. I look forward to this time every single year. In case you guys are new here, my name is Kylie. I am your DIY bestie. My channel is about all things home renovation and home decor, and this time of year, we are all about Christmas. Give me all the Christmas vibes. Every year I do multiple trees. I think I end up decorating at least like somewhere between 10 to 15 trees per season, and I've been doing this for, it's like my 4th year now, so you could definitely say I've decorated my fair share of trees at this point. Today I thought it would be really fun to dive into some of my favorite themes. I have so many good trees that I have fell in love with over the years that I think would just be super fun if you're looking for a new theme to try for your Christmas tree this year. I probably have you covered. So without further ado, let's dive into today's video and get some inspiration. If you're anything like me, you know that good lighting is the key to a flawless look. That's why I'm so excited to tell you about Amorjo's LED mirrors. My mom's bathroom was feeling a little tired and outdated, and there's one item in your bathroom that can make it feel completely brand new, and it's a gorgeous new mirror. With over 20 years of mirror construction experience, Amorjo is seriously passionate about creating high quality, stylish mirrors that transform your daily routine. What sets Amorjo apart is their attention to detail. Their mirrors feature super bright, adjustable LED lights with different color temperatures to match any mood or any occasion. I picked out the 36 by 48 inch mirror, which fit perfectly in this space. It has lighting not only on the front of the mirror, but also on the back too, which truly makes it shine. This mirror was incredibly easy to install. It can be plugged into an outlet, or you can hardwire it too, and it can be installed vertically or horizontally. It features 3 different lighting options, a dimming function, and an anti-fog feature, so it doesn't steam up after your shower. They offer a wide range of size options, and they also offer black framed and RGB mirrors too, so you can find the perfect mirror for your space. They also provide a 3-year warranty on their mirrors, which is absolutely incredible. This bathroom seriously went from drab to fab, and it feels so updated and modern now. The whole family loves it, and they couldn't stop talking about how pretty it is. So if you're ready to experience the ultimate glow up and impress your guests this holiday season, check out Amorjo today. Amorjo was so kind to sponsor today's video and offer my followers an exclusive discount. You can use my code BUILDINGBEAUTY for 10% off your entire order. I will leave everything linked in the description below so you can shop and get your new mirror today. Now let's dive into today's video. So I did have to go through all my past years and look at all of the trees that I've done. And so I made lots of notes so I could recap. I took some pictures so I could really kind of explain to you guys what I did and kind of how to achieve some of these looks. So starting with one of my favorite trees from actually last year. I try not to put these in order, you guys. I really try my best, but this is one that definitely comes to mind when I think of something that's outstanding that will truly wow your guests. So my mom, every single year, we have these 2 12-foot trees that we set up in her front living room. They are ginormous. They take me forever to decorate, and last year's theme was no exception. This theme definitely did take me a while, but it was absolutely stunning. I don't really know exactly what to call this style. If you wanted to call it like a red bauble garland or something. I don't know what the style's called, but basically you're gonna take a bunch of just different size ornaments. You're gonna string them together on some floral wire and place those sections in your tree. It depends on obviously what type of tree you have or how big your tree, depends on how much ornaments you're gonna need. But I will tell you, for the 12-foot trees, doing 2 of them, we needed so many ornaments. It was boxes and boxes and boxes of red ornaments. I'm like, if there's one thing we have this year, we have red ornaments. We are stocked up on those. But this theme was absolutely gorgeous. I also tied in some different eucalyptus picks. I also did throughout the tree just to kind of tie everything together. I also did like little clusters of red ornaments just to pull the whole look together. But this is something that will truly, your guests will be so impressed. I would also love to see this theme done with different colors, like whatever ornament color you wanted to do, whether you wanted to do green, you wanted to do white. Oh my gosh, I think a navy blue, like in a flock tree, would be stunning. That's definitely something I would love to try. But I think any color that you would do would be outstanding, and it's super easy to achieve. It definitely is a little bit time consuming, not super expensive, but very, very impactful. For number 2, one of my favorite themes is gold and white. This theme is so gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I've done it a couple different times. The first year that I did it was actually in my little sister's room, Aubrey and Addison. I love to, of course, do ribbon in my trees. If you guys have been with me, you do know that ribbon, I think, is one of the most important things that you can add to your tree to really make your guests wonder, like, what's going on with that tree? It's usually the ribbon and how you want to do the ribbon. I use 2 different ribbons to achieve that look. I love to do like a sheer type of ribbon and then one that has a pattern on it. Layer those together. It just makes the ribbon look a little bit thicker, chunky. I've seen that if you want that thicker ribbon look, it's usually more expensive. So I just will double up, and that's a great way to do it. And then I also did gold and white for my tree that year as well, for 2021. And this was so pretty. So one of my favorite ribbons is actually in this tree, and I keep reusing this ribbon every single year in different themes because it's just so versatile and goes with so many themes, and it's this white ribbon. I don't really know how to describe it. It's from Hobby Lobby. I've seen it, they still have it. And same thing like I was telling you guys, I kind of laid it with a gold sheer ribbon behind it, tied those 2 together, and it was stunning. I love the way that the lights kind of can shine through that sheer ribbon. I think that's really special. It looks like I have gold leaf picks and gold berry picks, and of course, a variety of white ornaments. That's one thing too, like when you are shopping for ornaments, if you can just pick up a few that are unique and interesting looking, it's gonna help your tree to stand out and give it a different look than, you know, what maybe someone else has. So that's definitely a trick that I have found over the years. Pick out some unique ornaments, pick out your favorite ribbon. It's all gonna come together. So the third one on my list is an extension of number 2. So what I love about the gold and white theme is that it's so versatile. You could carry it into another year and just add another color. So one of my favorite themes is doing red, gold, and white. And I did this theme on my mom's bedroom 2021. So it is heavily more on the gold and white side. And then I just added in some red berries. I added in some red ornaments, and just having that little sprinkle of red throughout the tree made it feel like a totally different theme and also really unique. And then I was able to bring some other red elements into the design of the bedroom. And it really was so pretty. She absolutely loved it. And to this day, it's definitely still on my top favorite list. So for the 4th theme, let's talk about red and gold. This is another gorgeous theme. As you can probably see, gold is one of my favorite things to incorporate into my Christmas decor, actually any time of year. I absolutely love gold, and gold and red is just, it's timeless, it's classic, it's definitely gonna wow your guests, and it's something that still feels very Christmas. So what I love about this one in particular is that you can really have fun with some red ribbon. One tree that really sticks out to me was Addison's room from last year, my little sister Addison. Her room turned out so pretty. She actually wants a lot of red this year as well, so I'll definitely be incorporating that into her room and her theme this year. But last year, I fell in love with the way her tree turned out because I was able to use this gorgeous red velvet ribbon that I felt like made the ribbon and the tree just pop. I also added some really oversized gold ornaments. They were super big. I love to use big ornaments like that when I am decorating trees, because if you do have any extra sparse spots, you can really put those in there and it will help to fill those out. And also I feel like it just makes the theme feel very oversized. And one thing I love about big ornaments like that too is that I feel like if you do have a really big tree, you need to look for those big size ornaments. You can't be putting these like little tiny Christmas ornaments on your 12-foot tree. The scale just isn't right. So definitely make sure that when you are decorating, you're decorating for the scale of your tree, and those pine cones were amazing. They were from At Home. That's another great place to shop if you're looking for some big ornaments. Usually I can find some there, but this red and gold, it's definitely one of my favorites.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun.
So the fifth theme that we're gonna talk about here might shock you a little bit because it definitely shocked me. It's not a traditional Christmas color scheme, and it's one that I totally fell in love with. And the colors are silver, brown, and green.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
And kind of how I came up with this theme is because every year I deck out my siblings' bedrooms for Christmas. We have the most fun. And the first thing that I do when it comes to planning out the theme for their room is I pick out bedding. And their bedding was so cute. It had these little brown moose in it and green Christmas trees and I think silver snowflakes or something like that. It was really cute, but it was definitely one that I was like, well, how am I gonna decorate the tree around this? And so I came up with these colors. And by the time I got this tree together, I was absolutely in love with it. So one thing that was my absolute favorite about this tree was the ribbon. If you can find this ribbon, snag it. It's from Hobby Lobby. Like I've been telling you guys, they're a great resource for ribbon, especially affordable ribbon. It was this cream colored ribbon with these green Christmas trees on them, and they kind of were like frosted or a little bit snowy looking a little bit. They also had elements of silver in it. It looks like I layered it with some burlap brown ribbon. I also had clusters of green ornaments and clusters of silver ornaments in it. And of course I added some little whimsical touches too because it was for my little brothers. But I definitely think that this is the type of theme that you could easily incorporate into your main, living space that I think would be so pretty, so unique. It definitely is giving off like a little bit of cabin vibes as well, which I think is fun. And another theme that I kind of did that was a little bit similar was 2022 for my parents' bedroom. Their theme was brown and green, and at the time it was the same thing. I was like, well, this is a little bit challenging, but I'm gonna try it out. And I totally fell in love with it as well. This one I was able to add in some green eucalyptus picks. The eucalyptus picks have surprised me every single year in the way that I've been able to reuse them throughout different trees and throughout different themes. It definitely softens the look of the tree and is just really elevated and pretty. And I had some hunter green velvet ribbon in their tree. You have to kind of be careful a little bit with green, like the dark deep green like that in a flock tree because it can end up looking black. You have to be a little bit careful. I think you have to have the tree definitely lit the right way with definitely the right kind of lighting on it. But this one turned out really pretty. I was also able to incorporate my favorite white ribbon that I was telling you guys about earlier, so you can see it in this tree as well. It totally stands out, and yeah, this one was great and definitely a theme that I think is worth trying.
It's that magic season.
So for number 6, let's talk about green, white, and gold. This theme is stunning, absolutely stunning. I am loving green. I loved green last year, and I'm definitely feeling like I'm loving green this year. So you guys will probably definitely see me incorporate a lot of green into my designs this year, but this one was really pretty. This was my parents' room from 2023, and the green wasn't just any green. We really focused on kind of a sage color. My mom loves that color. It's one of her favorite colors. She loves sage. We actually incorporated all of this, most of these ornaments into her main trees from 2022. That was the theme. We had sage and champagne and white. They turned out beautiful. So I feel like sage is a little bit, it's like an underdog when it comes to, Christmas decor and kind of a theme that maybe you wouldn't think of, but it's definitely really pretty. Now, one thing that I did that was different with their tree last year is I actually used some sage looking garland and I wove that into the tree to kind of create an S shape with the garland. So that's very heavy prevalent in that tree. It also helped to really fill out the tree, which was nice, but I did start with that as kind of my base and work that in, and then I added sage flowers and I added in the eucalyptus, and it looks like I have little red berries in there as well that were kind of a muted kind of Cabernet type tone. So this theme was really pretty, and I feel like a little bit understated and definitely something that's worth trying as well.
something merry.
If you're a classic Christmas lover, then this next theme, number 7, is just for you. So this theme is red and white, and of course it's gorgeous. I've definitely done this tree theme a few times over the past couple years, and one tree in particular that sticks out to me was actually my little brother Landon's tree from last year.
Now it feels like the holiday.
His theme was red and white. His whole bedroom was red and white. I built that off of his bedding, but the tree was so cute. I shouldn't say cute for my little brother's room, but it really was, because I had a number of different red and white ribbons that went throughout the tree, but really the main thing that brought this tree together was the oversized white picks. So they kind of are like a pine-looking pine tree limb type of pick, but they were all white. And typically, I don't know, maybe you wouldn't want to do that in an all green tree. I do think there is, a lot of people say that if you're gonna do flocked anything in your home, your tree should be flocked, like that should be your theme. But I like to break the rules sometimes and mix it up. And this one I felt like totally paid off. Sometimes breaking the rules, it definitely works. And I love the way that this one came together. And another time I did this theme was in 2022 for my little brother Mason's room. Since it was a boy's room, I tried to make it a little bit more masculine, so I did add some black into the tree, and that was really fun. So you can definitely take that red and white theme and elevate it for years to come if you wanted to start with that as your base, and then mix in different colors. I think that's a great way to do it as well. Speaking of my little brother Mason, I actually loved his tree as well last year, which brings us to number 8, and that would be deeper tone. If you love deeper tones, this next tree is definitely for you, and his room definitely was that look last year. So I had black, brown, and green as his theme last year, and this really came together. I was surprised. It came together so nicely. I had black ribbon, and I also had a black and tan ribbon that I worked in throughout, and I had silver ornaments, oversized white ornaments, green ornaments, and I also, of course, added in the eucalyptus picks as well, which really pulled the whole thing together. So this is a fun theme to try if you like those deeper tones. If you're someone who loves black and white, I definitely think that my little brother Jacob's room from last year, 2023, was so fun. I did black, white, and red. That kind of falls into those deeper tones category as well. I think that's a really fun theme. And if you are decorating a boy's room for Christmas, maybe one of your kids or something like that, I do think this is a fun theme to try that definitely looks very modern. My little brother Jacob loves modern, so his room is all modern, and doing this kind of modern type theme in a dark way definitely fits his personality, and I think it's a super fun theme to try. So if you made it this far in the video, you are definitely a true Christmas fan, and I would definitely consider you part of my crew, because if you love Christmas as much as I do, that means you've made it this far. So let's drop a code word. Code word, it's gonna be gold. So if you have made it this far, drop the word gold down into the comments. Don't tell anyone what it's for. It just lets me know that you've made it this far in the video, and thank you. So let's talk about number 9. Number 9 is a fun one, and it's definitely it's giving snowflake vibes. And this theme is blue, silver, and white. And I love this one. I've been able to do it, I think, twice in my little sister, Brilliant Anavea's room. It's just giving snow. It's giving Christmas. It's giving like you just want to be with a hot cup of, hot chocolate out in the snow, winter wonderland. I was able to use some kind of lighter blues and some more seafoam kind of colors into their tree last year. I also used some navy blues. I do think that navy blue and white and silver would be absolutely stunning, and I love this one. I think it's so pretty. So I told you guys that I wasn't really putting these in any specific order, but I might be biased. I might be biased because number 10 is definitely one of my favorites because it's been my tree for the last 2 years. And number 10 is luxe. All things luxe and absolutely just elegant. So my tree last year had all things diamonds, glitter, you name it. Anything that sparkles was in that tree. Mark said that his eyes they hurt when he looked at the tree because it was so sparkly. He was kidding, of course, but it definitely was like, wow, talk about the glitter and the sparkle, and you just want to stare at it because it was so pretty. I incorporated a number of different elements into this tree to bring it to life. And I have to say, my favorite element in particular that I think is so fun that you could really add to any theme is if you wanted to add in some picks. As you can see, I have very large oversized picks in this tree. And then I hung some chandelier pendant ornaments off of the picks. It really helped to make the tree just like, come together, and it really helped it to also stand out in that way. The picks were like a huge point on this tree. And then the other thing I did last year, I took a strand of clear acrylic beads and I strung them from the picks as well, all the way around the tree. So it just kind of wrapped and flowed and kind of added a little whimsical, softer touch to it, but also was still very elegant, very luxe. I love this theme. I feel like this is something that you invest some money into, some really special ornaments to make this tree stand out. And this is a theme that you can use over and over and over again. And I feel like it's just gonna feel fresh every single year because it's really going to wow your guests.
There's magic all around.
And with that, that does conclude this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and feel so inspired to get decorating for the upcoming Christmas season. Please make sure you are subscribed. As you probably can tell, we have lots of Christmas content coming your way. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Drop a comment. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.